Hello and many thanks for joining me, Elvis, for yet another Somerset Red Ale review. Glad to be back. I've got a few beers to review, so I'm going to post them as soon as I've finished reviewing, hopefully. First one from the St Peter's Brewery in Suffolk, I believe, somewhere. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, Suffolk. This is their mild. This was actually given to me by somebody who said, "Oh, I don't like milds. Not keen on milds." So I said, "Well," I do. I'll have that. Thank you very much." So I thought I'd take it and review it. I've not had this beer. I've had one of their other beers, the organic. I can't remember what it was. The organic beer that they do. Wasn't too impressed with that one. Not a big fan of the green. It's got their weird shaped sort of bottle. They've got sort of an oval shaped bottle. It looks quite nice, but it's green. And I was worried that they're sort of light struck beers, so I tend to stay away from there. Sorry, I have got my shades on because it's actually really bright in here, despite the camera. Sun's out, it's lovely and warm today. So anyway, let's crack it open and get it into a glass. 3.7% this mild, so there's a nice sort of birdie on the crown there. I love milds, massive fan of milds, so hopefully this one won't disappoint. I really like dark beers, and it's nice to have a dark beer that isn't sort of an imperial stout or porter or something like that. You know, massive high ABV. You can have it in a session and get some decent dark sort of malty flavours, but yet still get some decent, you know, still have the session. I don't think they're not bottle conditioned, these beers. Yeah. Okay, right. Anyway. In the glass, lovely and dark. You can actually see the light coming through the beer now. Fantastic. Yeah, so it's kind of got a little sort of tan-coloured Coca-Cola. It looks like Coca-Cola. It really does look like Coca-Cola. There's a bit of carbonation on the base of the glass there. Apart from the head. Head doesn't look like Coca-Cola. Actually, I suppose it does. Yeah, it's kind of like a sort of newspapery, tanny-coloured head. Half a finger. Let's get a nose in. And you get in those sort of biscuity malt sort of flavours straight away. I can't smell with these glasses on, they're coming off. Malty straight away, not a huge aroma on this beer. Just a nice sort of sweet biscuit malt in there, that's basically all I'm getting. Maybe a slight bit of caramel. Smells nice, smells like it's going to be a good beer. Cheers everyone. And a good beer it is. That's a really nice mild. It's perfect. You get that sort of coffee texture to the beer, kind of like a slight sort of graininess, grittiness, which I like. I like that. It makes the beer sort of gives the beer a bit of body. It's not a huge, massively flavoursome beer, but it'd be really welcome in a session of sort of lighter beers. This, I would really enjoy this in a session. You get a slight coffee malty sort of from it. You can tell that from the chocolate malt in there. Well, the roasted malt, I should say. There might not be chocolate malt. Nice sort of roasted flavour. It's refreshing as well, and yeah, very good beer. Right, I'll read you a bit off the bottle. Or I'll read a bit off the bottle, I haven't read it yet. A classic example of a beer, mild in hops but not in flavour. Sweetness balanced by bitter chocolate malt, oh it is chocolate malt, to produce a rare but much sought after traditional mild. I think it is, they've really nailed it here, I think, to be honest. I won't read you about the brewery. If you want to read about it, it's www.stpetersbrewery.co.uk. And I think that's about it for the beer. Yeah, 3.7%, 500ml, in a nice looking bottle. Well, like I say, I'll show you the bottle a bit so you've never seen these, if you're familiar with them, you'll know the bottle already. But very, very nice looking bottle. I mean, it really stands out on the shelf. But just worries me with the hoppier beers. You tend to get, they tend to get light struck, which I'm not a fan of in a beer. Others will argue against that, but personally, from my experience, beer should be in a brown bottle. But there you go. We'll save that for another time. I think that's a great example of a mild. It's very clean tasting as well. It's I think this would suit a wide range of people. If you're not too keen on darker beers, I think this might be your route into, or a beer that would sort of like this would be your route into sort of darker beers. It's just a very, very nice malty beer. If you've never had a mild before, it's kind of like a stout, but just a lower ABV, less flavour, but not hugely less. They've done a job very well. I'm babbling now, to be honest, because there's not a lot more I can say about it. It's a good beer. I'm going to give this 7 out of 10. I'd definitely buy it again. I'd love to drink it on cask, and it is a good beer. Well done to St Peter's Brewery, fantastic beer. Thanks for watching me. Love to see your comments in the comments box. Unfortunately, I can't reply to them at the moment because of Google. Sorry about that. And I shall see you on the next review. Cheers, everyone.